Okay, now let's talk about survivor benefits. Now, I know you probably can't even imagine this now, but if you're married or if you're divorced, your husband or your ex-husband might die before you do. And at least statistically, the odds are he will, since women on average live longer than men. So you might at some point in your life become eligible for survivor benefit. If that survivor benefit is higher than the benefit you are receiving at the time of your husband or your ex-husband's death, you can switch to the higher benefit. So even though it may be a long way off, you need to understand how survivor benefits work, because certain decisions made now can affect the amount of that benefit that you could receive in the future. Now, I'd like you to follow this carefully, because the amount of your survivor benefit can vary greatly, and it depends on two things. The first factor is when your deceased spouse originally claimed his benefit. This is called the original benefit. The second factor is when you claim that benefit. This is called the actual benefit. And these two events are usually separated in time. For example, your husband could claim his Social Security benefit at 62 and then live to be 80 or 90 years old. You wouldn't claim the survivor benefit until he passes away 20 or 30 years in the future. But the fact that he took his benefit at 62 means it will be much lower than if he had taken it at 70. Husbands often don't think about this when they are 62 and trying to decide when to apply for their Social Security benefits. In this example, we have Jack's PIA, it's $2,400, and he passes away at the age of 70 or later. The original survivor benefit will be $2,976 if he had claimed that Social Security benefit at age 70. This is because his benefit will include 3 years of that 8% annual delayed credits to bring the $2,400 up to $2,976. Or it will be just $1,980 if he had claimed at 62. So let me ask you this. Do you think Jill would rather have a survivor benefit of $2,976 or $1,980? Obviously, unless she's a crazy woman, she's going to opt for that $2,976. What does she need to do to make this happen? She needs to get Jack before he turns 62 and tell him to file for Social Security benefit at 70, not 62. This is why we say that women should be the Social Security decision makers for the family. The age at which Jack files for his benefit will directly affect Jill's survivor benefit, so she's the one who should be really making that decision. Now we get to Jill's actual benefit. We've already seen that the original benefit could be anywhere from from $1,980 to $2,976, depending on when Jack filed for his benefit. Now let's say that Jack has died and Jill is wondering when should she apply for that survivor benefit. If she is over 60, she can apply at any time. In fact, if she goes to the Social Security office and tells them that Jack has died, they will probably encourage her to go ahead and apply for her survivor benefit right then. Social Security people are in the business of helping others get all the benefit that they are entitled to right now. But from a long-term perspective, this may not be the best move. The amount you start with is the amount you will stick with throughout your life, so it pays to start with the highest amount possible. As we can see on this table, if Jill applies for her survivor benefit at 60, she will get a fraction of that original amount, just $1,716 per month. So we can also see that if Jack had applied for his benefit at 62, Jill will get a much smaller survivor benefit regardless of when she claims it. The most she can get is $1,980. But if Jack had claimed at 70, and if Jill claims her survivor benefit at her full retirement age or later, she can get as much as $2,976. Now again, as you can see, this is a huge disparity in these benefit amounts, from a low of $1,716 to a high of $2,976, depending on the decisions that they make. Now, these decisions will determine Jill's standard of living later on in life. Survivor benefits can be claimed as early as age 60 or even 50 if you're disabled. But remember, if you claim at 60, the amount will be reduced. So young widows shouldn't automatically file for their survivor benefit as soon as they turn 60. You need to analyze all of your Social Security claiming options before deciding when to file. So to qualify for a survivor benefit, you must have been married to the person who passed away. Living together doesn't count. If you died during the marriage, you only need to have been married for 9 months. If you died after you divorced, that marriage must have lasted at least 10 years. Now, by the way, same-sex couples can now get Social Security benefits if they were legally married. I'll also point out one thing while we're on this topic, common law. That has come up in a few conversations that I've had. With common law, it's strictly dependent on the state that you live. Does your state recognize common law marriages or do they not? That will determine your potential eligibility for survivor benefits based on a common law marriage. When planning ahead for when you might be on your own, remember that you can receive the higher of your survivor benefit or your retirement benefit, but not both. So if Jack is receiving $2,976 and Jill is receiving her spousal benefit of $1,200, let's say she doesn't qualify for Social Security on her own record. She can jump up to Jack's benefit of $2,976 after he dies, but her $1,200 benefit will stop. So Jill should plan ahead for the loss of this income, and those are the types of things that we try to help people with. If your ex-husband dies, and if you are either unmarried or you're married and the marriage took place after the age of 60, you may qualify for divorced spouse survivor benefit. A lot of women don't think about this, especially if they were married and divorced several years ago. For example, Sam and Sue were married from 1970 to 1985. Sam passes away in 1995 and Sue has not remarried. As soon as she turns 60, she will become eligible for divorced spouse survivor benefits. Remember though that if she starts at 60, it's going to be reduced. So she might want to wait until she turns 66. Okay, so just to summarize what we've been talking about, if you think you might outlive your spouse or ex-spouse, and odds are that you will, you want to encourage your spouse to wait until age 70 to start his Social Security benefit. Then you want to claim your survivor benefit at your full retirement age or later. Hopefully you will be well over full retirement age when your spouse passes away, but just keep this bit of information in mind. And then you want to coordinate your survivor benefit with your own retirement benefit. All right, now let's talk about how to coordinate survivor benefits and retirement benefits. Now remember, you never know when you might become eligible for a survivor benefit, so it's worth tucking this information away for when you might need it. So what if you qualify for both a retirement benefit and a survivor benefit? Because this will be the case for most of you. Now, if you and your husband are well over 70 when he passes away, it'll be pretty straightforward, just a matter of taking the higher benefit. So you'll either switch to your husband's benefit and yours will stop, or his will stop and you'll keep receiving your own benefit. So what I'm really talking about here is if you're under age 70 and you qualify for survivor benefits now, either because your husband has died or your ex-husband has died and you were married for over 10 years. And you also qualify for Social Security benefits on your own record. Now what you can do here is switch from one benefit to another, but you have to be strategic about it. You could start your own benefit at 62 and switch to your survivor benefit at full retirement age, or you could start your survivor benefit at 60 and switch to your own benefit at 70. Now, which of these two strategies you should do will depend on the respective amounts. What you want to do is take the higher benefit last. This will be your permanent benefit, which you will receive into your old age. So you want to maximize it as much as possible. If you're in this situation, we can help you analyze your claiming strategies. If the survivor benefit is higher than the retirement benefit, you'll want to take the retirement benefit at 62 and then switch to the survivor benefit at full retirement age. So in this example, Linda would start her own benefit of $700 at 62 and then switch to the full survivor benefit of $2,200 at 66. Conversely, if the survivor benefit is lower than the retirement benefit, you'll want to take the survivor benefit at 60 or as soon as you become eligible for it, and then switch to your own retirement benefit at age 70. So in this case, we have Dora. She has a high PIA. Her survivor benefit is $1,800, which is less than her own benefit. So she claims her survivor benefit at 60 and receives the reduced amount of $1,287 all the way from age 60 to age 70. And again, when she turns 70, she then switches to her maximum retirement benefit of $2,640. Again, note, if you're still working and you're under full retirement age, all or part of your survivor benefit may be withheld due to the earnings test.